Hello everyone. So today we're going to talk about is IELTS Academic Task 1, which is a line graph. So what are we specifically going to look at? We're going to look at the 5 simple steps to write a report about the line graph. Now when a person looks at a question that has charts, which somehow look like this, a person gets confused what to do. So in order to get rid of that confusion, what I've done is I've divided the task of writing a report about a line graph in 5 simple steps, where the first step is about planning. So I've underlined it and I'm going to circle it again because this is one of the most important steps involved while writing a line graph, about a line graph. So this is how much time do you spend out of the 1 hour you get for your writing tasks in an IELTS examination? You spend about 20 minutes on task 1. But how much are you going to spend on planning and then understanding the question? Maybe around 3 to 5 minutes. Now, what does it involve? What does planning mean? Planning means, first of all, reading the question. What does the questionnaire say? It says the line graph shows the incidences of disease in 3 different countries. And then I look at the graph itself. What does it have? It has an x-axis, which is the horizontal. This is what we're going to look at. Then we have a y-axis, which is the vertical line. What is on the x-axis? We have years, which start from 2007 and then 2008 and goes on till 2014. So whatever we have on the graph, the data values have been described over a given period of time. So this is a dynamic line graph. There are static graphs as well, where the time is defined only for a certain single year. For example, in 2010 or 2011, 2014. But here we have information about data over given time period. That is what is the x-axis, it's the horizontal. What does the y-axis have? Well, the y-axis is incidences of disease. So if you look at the starting point for this line, this divided line is for the Cambodia, which is in 3 different countries. What are the 3 different countries here? Vietnam, Cambodia, and the green line is the South Africa. The straight line, this one, is for Vietnam. The dotted line, the divided line, this one, which goes up and then goes a bit constant, is for Cambodia. Then the one where the values are changing, or the green one, is the South Africa. So this is what the planning involves. Looking at what does the graph have. So here we have incidences. Now if you try to understand what is an incidences of disease, even a layman can think about it in terms of it might mean, even if you don't know the exact meaning of incidences, it might mean the number of people who had a certain disease or the number of occurrences of different diseases in 3 different countries. Now what does that mean if you look at the graph? If you look at the initial value for Cambodia, the divided line, it's around 5. What does that mean? And what is the unit on the y-axis? The data has been given in thousands. So that means before 2007, 5,000 people were infected with some sort of disease in Cambodia. So that is what it means. So this is what the planning part is. I call it the thinking stage. This is the thinking stage, the first step, where you think about what the graph is about. Next 2 or 3 stages are the writing stage, where you write your report. Finally, your step 5 is the final stage, which is your checking stage. So what we just talked about was the thinking stage. Now, next we are going to move at is the writing stage, the second step. The second step says paraphrase the question. Now, what does that mean? Paraphrasing means you write the given question in your own words, but it should have the same meaning as the given question. So whatever you're going to write, the meaning should not change. If you look at the question here, it says, the line graph shows the incidences of disease in 3 different countries. So if you paraphrase the question, that will become your introduction. So what are we going to write in introduction? We are going to write the question itself, but in different words. So we can say you can keep the line graph, these words as they are. We might change shows, the verb shows, some other form of verb, other verb, which could be the line graph illustrates. I want to keep the word incidences as it is. Why? Because it is an academic word. Of diseases in 3 countries. Now, what are the 3 countries? I can use brackets here to name the 3 countries. If the number of items on the graph are about 5 to 6, then we can name them in the introduction. But if they're more, then we might not include them. So we have 3 here: Vietnam, Cambodia, South Africa. So we will write in 3 countries: Vietnam, Cambodia, South Africa. Next, what I'm going to add to it is the time period. And what is the given time period? It is from 2007 to 2014. Between 2007 and 2014. Now, your introduction can be, after paraphrasing the question, can be this one single sentence, or you can add another sentence to it. What are the units of measurement in this graph? The units of measurement are thousands, which is on the y-axis, the vertical one. Units of measurement are in thousands. So that is what? Second step. Here we have written the first paragraph, which is the introduction. This is how we write the introduction. Now comes the next step in the writing stage, which is you're writing your overview. Now, what does an overview mean? Now, it's all about understanding what the 3 different lines here show you, and all about the key features of the graph. So, overview is about key features or the general trend.